Hello everyone. I was working on adding new trees to the template, to the survival kit template, and when I watched the video, I follow everything that Diffuse did on that video. Really good video, but there was an issue. When I have my new tree, I would put in the world, and when I start hitting with the axe, it would harvest too much wood. It would just keep going, and the tree wouldn't despawn, and just endless amount of trees. Okay, um, so I found out the solution. The solution was because I think my geometry wasn't clean enough, my tree geometry, and that was giving the problem. So here I'm gonna show in this video what I did before and what I'm doing now to make it work. I don't know if it will work for everyone, but I hope it does. So here is how I do it. We're gonna go and bring in a tree. So see how we're in foliage here, and let's go and import. So if I go to my desktop, you're gonna find my broken tree here, FBX. I'm gonna just import that. That's fine with the default material, not worrying about that. And what you need to do is in resources, we're gonna go and change that tree to a new tree. So just gonna go here, broken tree. That's the one. I'm gonna save. Uh, if you watch the tutorial, you can make a new resource. I'm just reusing the resource and all the blueprint that we already have. I tested with making new one, it also worked, but this is quicker for you to understand. So we have the broken tree here, and then we need to add it here. So just gonna add this, creates a new one for you. You can go here and change this to block all. There we go. And what else we need to do? And then we need to make sure that this is on wood, because we don't want to pick it, we want to harvest. So wood resource component there. And then yeah, I think these options are fine. I can go and start adding some trees on the scene. Okay, so 3 trees, that's pretty good. They're huge, they're pretty good. Okay, now get my axe and let's chop some trees. So you see, I'm getting too much there. Just get crazy, right? I go the other one. It should be less. Should be more like this one. Let's go there. See, just a few of them. So I I spent like hours. I think more than a day just doing this. And then I start from the beginning. I make my own geometry, make my own tree, and I found out that the tree wasn't the way it should be. So I'm going to delete this. Let's delete that. That's fine. Uh, no, it's deleted here. Just gonna go change to normal here, so we don't have any issues. Dun, dun. 3. Okay, so now we're back to normal. No, the same thing. Just wanna show you that things are working the way it should be before we go. Okay, normal tree harvesting, good. So the way we're gonna do is I'm using Blender. Okay, Blender is free and it's very good packaging. I find even better than Maya, I would say, but no, it's up to you. You can use another software. I'm using is Blender. I'm going to import the FBX. So import FBX. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my desktop, make it easier. And then we have the broken tree here. It's the same as importing earlier, right? So you'll see here we have already the naming. No, this is what I was trying to fix, but this name is, they can be quite important. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. This was the old collision. I'm going to make a new collision. But before I make a new collision, what I want to do is, you see how the tree is not in the center of the world? That's one of the things that you need to fix, you need to clean. So let's try to move this. So I'm going to move this here. Okay, and then we can go to view and let's go front, and I'm gonna go and fix this, move it up. Okay, so it's like in the center there. We can go view again, let's go right. I'm gonna rotate this, so if you click shift and click on these guys, you can go and have their handles to rotate. And let's move this here. I normally have a little bit up, you know, the white line here, you see that it's gone. I have a little bit up there, and in the center we're gonna go again to the other side, so we head to front just to double check things are fine here. Yeah, and we went right and we went left, so I think now we're good. Let's go and take a look. So if I go, oops, not there, let's go back to perspective and let's rotate around this. Yeah, it feels that is correct. We want the bottom to be correct, right? Not the top of the tree. So even if it is a bit slanted, that's fine. Let's go here and take a look. I'm not that used to the controls here, so just hang a little bit. So shift, you can go and pan around, and I want to just make sure that we are looking at the right point. I'm gonna click in unlock 1, unlock 2, unlock 4, and unlock 6, and I think we're good there. We see that's in the center. If this point here it's not in the center, what you do is you go and click on this plus, you go down and you reset that to 0, that 3D cursor, right? And now I have that in the center. But you see the pivot point not in the center, so what we're gonna do is with the geometry selected, you're gonna click Ctrl A, and then I want you to reset the rotation and scale, and this is gonna fix if the sizes are not correct, and it's gonna make it all clean. So Ctrl A, rotate and scale. You see this is fine now, and now we have the location here. But what we're gonna reset this as well. So you go here and then go transform to the origin, and to the origin is where we change that cursor there, right? So you see there we changed to 0. So everything is 0, 0, the scale is correct, the rotation is correct. Now we can go and make a new collision. I'm gonna just use a cylinder, so if you click Shift A and then you go cylinder, you can make a cylinder there. I'm gonna move the cylinder up in the center there a little bit more, right? And then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna center that pivot point, so we're gonna go here, object, transform, and then we're gonna go origin to the center. Now I'm gonna go and make this a bit smaller there. It's good to be a little bit bigger than the tree. I find out that's a bit better. So now I can go the other side. So it was no lock 1 that I clicked there. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller again. Want to have a bit bigger, so 1, 2, 6, and 4, no lock. Now I can go and rotate around. See, yeah, it's not bad. I can make like this, maybe a little bit bigger over there. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I'm gonna make this bigger. Now because this is a collision, I want to make this as tall as the tree, so at least get some of the trunk there, right? And because it's a collision, oops, you see I made it bigger and it kind of broken this, so I'm gonna move this down again. Let's go no lock 1, move this down. I'm gonna center my pivot point again as well, so object, transform to the center. We have that, good. And then I'm gonna also fix the scale, so with Shift A, no, not Shift A, with Control A, rotation and scale. Now it's all reset and not all clean there. We are going to decrease the quads here. I think it's too much, so you can go here with the cylinder selected, can go to here, and then we're going to add a modifier, will be this one, decimate, and this just decrease. It kind of creates like a lower like cheaper version of the geometry. So if you go and bring down, see we're decreasing those faces. So I'm just gonna go 0.2 here. It works very well. Again, can rotate around and see that it seems to be pretty good. And then in the end now we're gonna go, I'm gonna rename this, just copy. Uh, Make sure to have SM and 3, no a number, and that will make it even cleaner. And I think Unreal and other softwares, mostly Unreal, will understand that better. So I'm gonna go rename this. I'm gonna paste, but you need to make sure that you have the UCX underscore, and that is the code, or how the expression, how Unreal understand this as a collision geometry. So UCX dab underscore, and then the same name as the geometry. Okay, so now we have both of them and they're working very well. I can just go and click AA. Okay, so AA, and then we'll select everything. You see the outlines there, and hopefully this will work. So if I go export with them selected, I'm gonna go FBX, and then let's go to the desktop, and I'm gonna make now a good tree. Hopefully it will be a good one. And then let's save this. You could say SM02 as well. This will be even cleaner, I would say. Actually we should do that. Let's do that. So it will be SM underscore 3, and that will be 0102, because we already have 01. That's from the diffuse geometry. So here, and I'm gonna save that. Okay, so now with that saved, hopefully when we bring inside Unreal, this will be good and will be working. So if I go there, go 302 that we just created, I'm gonna import with all default. I'm gonna go inside here 3, and then we're gonna get 302. That default material seems pretty good to me. BP resource, again, it's on the resource folder. Gonna get this tree, drop it there, gonna select that one. Let's go foliage, and we'll change to wood resource. And then let's go down, where is it here, collision and block all. Okay, don't forget that one. I'm gonna save everything just to make sure, and then let's try now. So if I go and start putting trees there, okay, let's do some tests and add some over here too, and let's make them have different sizes just to make sure everything is working. So scale, let's make them a bit smaller, so maybe 0.4 and then 0.2, so then they'll be spawning different sizes. The leaves are a bit funny, but you know, it works. So now if I go and I play, and get the little tree here, hopefully everything will work. So if I go and I hit, oh, it's too far. My hammer is too small. And you see I'm hitting and there's no extra wood coming. I go the bigger one, awesome, no extra tree coming. Go this one, pretty cool, right? And then we go into this one. This one's a bit on the side of the mountain there, awesome, good as well. And then here, oh, this one is a bit hard to hit. Do not put trees on the side too small. Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, I hit it, and it's pretty good as well, right? And if I go until the end, it's gone, it was destroyed. So everything is working well. I hope this video will be useful for you, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.